We're joined on this Sunday by Congresswoman Chellie Pingree. Congresswoman Pingree, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. This is an important issue, and it's your bill, the Asylum Seeker Work Authorization Act. Far from the first time that this issue has come up, numerous state leaders have tried to get this done. What gives you the confidence that this time around that things are going to be different, that this legislation could get passed?
Well, Congress is sort of a job of persistence. This is a really important issue, not only to the state of Maine, but really to states across the country. And I think as people's awareness of this grows, you never know when the tipping point is going to be. So you just have to keep trying to find more people to support it.
Congresswoman, one piece of information that has remained elusive when we return to the topic time and time again is how many asylum seekers in Maine have applied for work authorization and then been granted that and joined the workforce. This is something that we've asked Customs and Border Protection, a range of different congressional offices and federal agencies. And in our experience, nobody seems to know. Do you know, even anecdotally, how many of these people have joined the workforce in Maine?
No, that's a really good question, and I don't know if my office has tried to seek a little further, so we can see once again if we can find that information. I mean, it should be available, but it is often very hard to get the data that you need. I do know from stories that I hear, people have been in Maine long enough that they have gotten their work authorizations, because we've often worked with people who have been trying to get their permit renewal. So we know that the asylum process, the decision-making process, can take literally 5 to 10 years, but there are definitely people who have gotten their permit after 1 or sometimes 2 years, depending on how long it takes.
What do you think the root of the resistance is here? Is it possible that it's based on optics, that opponents, perhaps some of your colleagues on the opposite side of the aisle, look at the situation at the southern border and link these two issues and make their decision based on that?
They do. I mean, I talk to my colleagues about it, and I explain what a common sense thing it is. And sometimes they just sympathize with me and say, yeah, I know, I wish we could fix it. But other times people will say, oh, this will just attract more people across the border. If you make it easier for them to get a job, it'll bring that many more people. Well, first off, it's a very difficult thing to get yourself across the border. People are coming anyway. Now they're being moved in buses to cities like Portland, Maine, but also New York City and Denver, Colorado, and all over the country. So more and more places are experiencing the lack of housing, the lack of services for people. And these very same people are saying, look, I just want to go to work.
You mentioned the concern about housing. We know that housing has never been more expensive, and for working families to try to keep pace with the cost of rent, this is really, really difficult. How do you weigh the potential unintended consequences of workers coming here that are eager to join the workforce but may not be able to pay the rent and remain looking for social services just so that they can maintain a quality of life and have a place to stay so that they can get to these jobs?
Whether we're talking about asylum seekers or just the general population in Maine, we got a huge housing crisis, and the Maine legislature is trying to address it. We're trying to get more funding for housing. We're trying to catch up with this lack of construction that's been going on since the '08 recession. So, we've got a big problem. This doesn't make it worse, but it certainly would cut down on the costs of having to house people who don't have a job to pay for it.
All right. Congresswoman Chellie Pingree, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. Appreciate your interest. Take care.